Live from Dooley Health and Care Field in downtown Joliet, Illinois this afternoon, our coverage of the 2022 CCAC Baseball Championship Tournament continues now. Game number 7 on tap between the Saint Ambrose Fighting Bees and the Judson University Eagles. Hi again, everybody, and good afternoon. I'm Tom Westenfeld. 2 games today, both elimination games in the books, as we have had our first 2 teams eliminated this year. They were Calumet, St. Joseph, and Roosevelt. Now on to our 2 winners bracket games, which in effect are winners bracket semifinal matchups. And first off, it'll be Judson against Saint Ambrose. Judson able to advance after defeating St. Xavier in their first game of the tournament by a final of 8-1, and St. Ambrose, an incredible comeback last night, down by 6 in the 10th inning. They scored 7 runs in the bottom of the 10th inning, and they wind up defeating Calumet St. Joseph by a final of 14-13. So now we move on here, and the winner of this game will next play tomorrow night at 7 p.m. against the winner of our game that will come up after this one to finish off the day's activities. That'll be between Olivet Nazarene and St. Francis. So should have a couple of good matchups here coming your way. As for this ball game, as we take a look at the scoreboard, St. Ambrose the visiting team, Judson will be the home team, and the throw down to second base after the warm-ups. And we're about to get underway here. Glad you've joined us on this late Saturday afternoon. Beautiful day, by the way. Temperature right now under sunny skies. Checking in right now in the mid-60s, as a matter of fact, as Adrian Zatero will lead it off for St. Ambrose as we're underway, and the first pitch of the ball game is in for a called strike. 0-1 to Zatero as we get underway at 5:14 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. Zatero goes after the second pitch, eye high, skies it into the air. Right side, just in short right field, and that'll be caught at second base for the first out of the inning. Cameron Pauly making the grab there at second. And so that's the way the ball game begins. And now that'll bring up Sean Rigsby to the plate. Weather right now, temperature checking in at 64 degrees. First pitch to Rigsby. Looked like missed just a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Michael Betancourt on the mound for Judson. There's a heater. Boy, a lot of speed on that pitch, but it misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Rigsby. Betancourt working really quickly here. There's a strike at the letters to make it 2 balls and a strike. Betancourt looking in now for the sign. Again, 64 degrees. No anticipation of any precipitation. There's a ball outside. That's a sentence you don't want to try to say 5 times fast. Here's the wind of the next pitch from Betancourt. Swung on in a pop-up left side, down the line. And will it be playable? No. 3 players converging on it. 1 sliding into the sidewall there. That was a purposeful slide as it landed on the berm. So now on the board, a 3 balls and 2 strikes count here to Sean Rigsby. Left-handed batter awaits on the pitch. That'll be down low, ball 4. There's our first base runner of the ball game. Wind continuing to blow in as it seemingly has throughout the tournament since game 1 on Thursday morning. So 1 on, 1 out, and that'll bring to the plate Cooper Huckabone for St. Ambrose. He'll be followed by the shortstop Bryce Vincent as we run down the batting order. Then it'll be Brendan Butler at third base, batting 5th, batting 6th, the DH Max Rumpf. Batting 7th, Kyle Alexander. As there's a pitch that'll come in, a fastball over below, 1-0 to Huckabone. Then Mike Snow, the second baseman, batting 8th. Batting 9th will be the catcher Nate Villagomez for the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees. Betancourt out of the stretch in the pitch. Nice curve in for a called strike to even it up 1-1 now. Again, the winner of this game to face either Olivet Nazarene or St. Francis tomorrow night. And it's because of the rain delays yesterday. First 2 days, we only had 2 games each. There's a throw to first and the runner back in. So we've had to take away the off day that was scheduled for tomorrow, and we'll be here for another 4 games. There's a strike called. Good pitch there by Betancourt, and the count to Huckamo now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Betancourt, tall right-hander, working out of the stretch here. Long pause, now the pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss. As the runner going to second base without a throw there, so Rigsby gets a stolen base. But on the strikeout, 2 away in the inning now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Bryce Vincent.
Shortstop, number 12.
Michael Betancourt, a freshman right-hander, 6 foot 1 inch, 170-pounder from Carroll Stream, Illinois. Vincent standing in righty versus righty now. The shadows starting to lengthen across the field. The light standard all the way out now towards second base, and now this is the time of day where right field really becomes a problem with regard to being a sun field. There's a called strike to Vincent, and he's behind now at 0-1. Yeah, in regards to that situation in right field, right now they're looking right directly into the sun. There's a swing and a ground ball right up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Here's Rigsby rounding third. He will score without a throw, and just like that, before we get settled in, Saint Ambrose has taken a 1-0 lead. So the Bees, nice job manufacturing a run as Bryce Vincent drives in the run. And now here's Brendan Butler. So 1-0 Saint Ambrose. As Vincent able to collect the RBI. First pitch here, nice breaking ball in for a called strike, 0-1 to Butler. He'll be followed by Max Rumpf and then Kyle Alexander. Here's the 0-1, low and away. Good stop behind the plate there as the count goes to a ball and a strike. Alex Spang behind the plate again in this game for Judson. 1-1 the count and the pitch. Looked like that came in, might have been a little bit high. So St. Ambrose quickly with a run on the board, although we've seen in some games this year in this tournament that early scoring does not always guarantee a win at the end of the day. There's a pitch that is nearly going to hit the batter. It sails to the backstop. And Bryce Vincent on a wild pitch will be able to take second base. So now 3-1 here to Brendan Butler. Well, after the 4th game tonight, we'll have our matchup set for the 4 games tomorrow. Next pitch. Sweeping curve caught the outer half of the plate. Looked like Butler, by the way, he responded none too pleased with the call. Betancourt leans in, looks for the sign from Spang. And the pitch. And that'll be in. Nice curveball. Called third strike, and that'll end the inning. Good pitch there to freeze the batter, but in the end, St. Ambrose able to take the early lead. They pick up a run in the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, a walk, no errors. 1 left on base after a half inning. St. Ambrose 1. Judson coming to bat. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Welcome back to Joliet, Illinois now, as Saint Ambrose able to pick up an early run in the top half of the first inning. And it'll be Benjamin Nelson leading it off for Judson. Jumps on the first pitch here, hits a high pop fly down the right field line into the bullpen. 3 players going after it, but it lands out of play, so it'll be strike 1 to Benjamin Nelson. He's leading it off and in left field for the Judson Eagles. He'll be followed by Cameron Pauly, the second baseman, then Alex Spang, the catcher. Tommy Moran will be batting in the number 4 spot, followed by the first baseman, Timothy Ellinger. Adam Zaratsky in right field batting in the number 6 spot, followed by Dane Frederick in center field. Swinging a ball lifted in the air, right center field. It'll fall in for a base hit, may split the gap and go all the way to the fence for extra bases. That's in fact what happens as rounding second, heading for third, Benjamin Nelson. Head first slide, throw coming in, and Nelson safe, and a leadoff triple for Judson in the bottom of the first inning. Well struck there by Nelson, and he gets 3 bases. And so, early trouble for the St. Ambrose starter, Michael Dudek. So now that'll bring to the plate Cameron Pauly. So an early chance to retie the game for the Judson Eagles. First pitch to Pauly. And over, but a little bit low, 1 ball and no strikes. So early fireworks in this game. Here's the set now by Dudek. And the delivery. High pop-up down the left field line. Wind kind of carrying it toward foul territory. Long run in left field, and the ball will land on the berm for a foul ball. 1-1 now for Pauly. Dudek this season 8-0 on the year, a 3.73 ERA. 11 appearances, all as a starter. 11 appearances, all as a starter. 1 complete game, 60 1/3 innings pitched. 55 hits, 28 runs, 25 of them were earned this year against Dudek, who kicks and fires here in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate. Dudek walking 26 this year while striking out 64. Opponents hitting .244 against him. So 1-1 now to Cameron Pauly. Here's the delivery. Goes after this one, slicing it into left center field. It'll stay up in the air. Ball caught in center. Runner from third tagging. The throw to the plate offline, and it's a 1-1 tie. Nelson scoring from third on Pauly's sacrifice fly. Boy, that was hit right on the nose, a liner, and caught in center field by Kyle Alexander, but the throw up the first base line. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Alex Spang, the catcher. And he takes the first pitch, looked like a little bit low and away. So 1 out, nobody on, but a run in here for Judson. Swinging a foul back to the screen. 1-1 to Spang. Kind of a good situation for both of these teams when you get that first win, you move through the winner's bracket a little bit. There's a golf swing high into the air, left center field. Alexander drifting over to his right, reaches up, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2. 2 away, and that'll bring up the DH, Tommy Moran. So St. Ambrose scoring right away, but Judson able to match it as we play in the bottom of the first inning in a 1-1 game. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a bouncer left of the mound towards short on 2.5 hops almost, if you will. Gloved it short, and then the quick throw to first base from Bryce Vincent in time for the out. But Judson able to strike back as they pick up a run in the inning. 1 run on a hit, no errors. None left on base, and after 1, tied at 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So each team with a run in the first inning as we head now to inning number 2. And it'll be Max Rumpf leading it off now for Saint Ambrose here in the top of the second inning. First pitch of the frame, and it'll be low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Rumpf, Alexander, and Snow due up here for Saint Ambrose. Here's the 1-0. That jammed him, and Rumpf tried to hold up but committed to the swing and wound up going around, so the count even at a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. And that'll miss outside, 2 balls and a strike. It'll be Rumpf, again Alexander and Snow, then Villagomez if we get that far. There's a fastball. Look like low and away, and I believe that'll run it now to 3 balls and a strike. Yes, it will. Betancourt back on the rubber, kicks and deals. And this will be golfed and skied into the air. Short right field, and shielding his eyes from the sun and making the play, Cameron Pauly at second base for the out. 1 away, and now here's Kyle Alexander.
Center fielder number 15, Kyle Alexander.
So Alexander now to stand in as we play here in the top half of inning number 2. He takes a fastball inside, and it's 1-0 here. Alexander this year, .257 on the year with 16 runs batted in. As the next pitch coming in a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. Betancourt into the windup and the delivery. And that'll miss just low and away. 3-0 the count. 3.018 batting average for St. Ambrose. There's a strike called right down the middle. Alexander taking all the way there, and that makes it 3-1. Quick sign and a quick delivery here on 3-1. Fastball high, ball 4, and that's a 1-out walk. Well, the Bees got a 1-out walk in the first inning, and they made it count as they were able to get that runner. That was Sean Rigsby around to score. Betancourt issuing his second walk of the game, and that'll bring up Mike Snow now. Snow at .295 on the year. No home runs, 27 runs batted in. Runner going, first pitch, in for a strike. Throw to second base, sweep tag, and safe will be the call, and so Alexander has a stolen base. Alexander now with 30 stolen bases on the year. And a runner now in scoring position for St. Ambrose as they try to retake the lead. 1-1 tie, top of the second. There's a curve down and away. Alexander going here, and there will be no throw. Alexander, I think he had, 5 stolen bases in the last game out. And he is able to get to third base here. See if they call that a steal or a wild pitch. They're going to call that a wild pitch, so no stolen base for Alexander there. But he is at third. There's a chopper over the mound. Alexander coming in to score from third as there's the play at shortstop. Throw to first in time for the out. Good play by McClendon to charge. His only chance was to get the runner at first base. Trading the run for the out. Still early in the game. But as it is now, Snow gets an RBI. 2 down in the inning, and St. Ambrose has a 2-1 lead. And that'll bring to the plate the catcher, Nate Villagomez. Villagomez, a .254 hitter, has 20 runs, make it 25 runs batted in. And the first pitch missing, look like low and away for 1-0 now to Villagomez. Here's the pitch. Started a swing, held up, and the pitch came in low. 2-0. Villagomez, the number 9 hitter in the order, so we'll recycle back to the top. Adrian Zatera waiting on deck. There's a foul ball off to the right. 2-1 to the St. Ambrose catcher. St. Ambrose, along with St. Xavier, the two teams that were trying to chase down Olivet Nazarene. There's a ball high. They're trying to chase down Olivet Nazarene all through the season, but Olivet just a step ahead of everybody in the conference this year to get the regular season title. Swinging a ground ball toward McLennan at short, and he throws to first base, and that'll end the inning. So in the inning, Saint Ambrose able to get the lead right back. As in the frame, a run on no hits, no errors, and none left on base. We go bottom 2. It is Saint Ambrose 2, Judson 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we go to the bottom of the second inning. Good ball game thus far. We've had a run scored in each of the 3 half innings of the game thus far. So here's Timothy Ellinger now, and he goes after the first pitch, and a sinking liner into center field coming on, and the call will be out. Good play there as Alexander coming on, diving forward, and makes the play. So Ellinger robbed there of the base hit, and there's one away in the inning. And that'll bring to the plate Adam Zaratsky. And the first pitch coming in a little bit low, 1-0. And now the 1-0 down and away. Makes it now 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch, both pitchers working really quickly here. As it's fouled away. So 2-1 now to Adam Zaratsky. He'll be followed by Dane Frederick and then Connor Wegman if we get that far in the lineup here in the bottom of the second. Next pitch coming in a little bit low and away. And now 3-1 the count. Here's Dudek into the wind of the pitch. That's a strike called on the outside edge. That'll fill it up 3-2. So Saint Ambrose scoring in the top of the first inning. Judson getting the equalizer, but then Saint Ambrose getting a run in the top half of inning number 2 here. There's a swing and a grounder out towards short, about a 3-hopper. And then the throw to first from Vincent, and that'll be out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the Judson second, and that'll bring up Dane Frederick, the center fielder.
Center fielder number 1, Dane Frederick.
So Frederick now will stand in. As Dudek working on a 1-2-3 inning here possibly. First pitch, fastball, misses inside, 1-0. We play in the bottom of the second inning. St. Ambrose a 2-1 lead. This is not an elimination game. There's a swing and a high fly ball, left center field. And underneath it, not a lot of carry to it there. And Kyle Alexander reaches up, makes the catch, and that'll conclude the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 frame there for Judson. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. After 2, it's St. Ambrose 2, Judson 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
Saint Ambrose.
We go to the top of the third inning, and it'll be the top of the order coming up now for Saint Ambrose. That means Adam Zatero will lead it off here for the Bees. As Saint Ambrose with a 2-1 lead in the top of the third inning. Michael Betancourt into the line, and the first pitch a curve in nicely for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Betancourt coming into the game, 4-1 with a 3.12 ERA this season. Kicks and deals, and does not miss the batter by much, and the pitch came inside to make it 1-1. Zatera 0 for 1. He popped out to second base his first time up. There's a weak roller up the third base side, foul. Looked like there that Zatera was looking for something else, something other than he got there, as he had to reach out and kind of had a flailing swing and barely got a piece of it. So he's behind it, a ball and 2 strikes. Zatera waits in the delivery. Fastball off the end of the bat and a high pop-up right side foul territory out of play. We'll try it again at a ball and 2 strikes. After this game, game 4 tonight. Olivet Nazarene against the host team, the St. Francis Fighting Saints. One-two to Zatera, and the pitch jammed him. He went around, and he barely got a piece of that ball. Boy, it looked like again that Zatera almost changed his mind as the pitch was on the way. He saw it was coming inside, but he couldn't hold up. So again, 1-2. And the delivery. Fastball. Missing outside. That evens it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sean Rigsby next. And then Cooper Huckabone. There's a roller up the first base side. Glove there at first. It'll be an unassisted put out by Ellinger. So 3 unassisted there, and that'll bring up Sean Rigsby.
Left fielder, number 21, Sean Rigsby.
So Rigsby stands in. He had a walk in the first inning, stole a base, later scored. And the first pitch, well located, and it's a called strike on the outer half. Shadows of the grandstand now, almost reaching home plate here at Dooley Health and Care Field. There's a breaking ball up high, 1-1. Dimensions in this ballpark, 348 down the left field line, 400 to straightaway center. 327 down the right field line, the 1-1. And that will sail to the backstop. As the saying goes, just a bit outside. And it goes to 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike the count. There's a swing and a ball into the air, slicing toward left center field. Long run here, and a sliding attempt at the catch. And the catch is made in left center field. Dane Frederick sliding and making the grab. The latest in a number of great defensive plays in this tournament. And so Rigsby robbed there of a base hit, and there are 2 away in the inning.
First baseman, number 33, Cooper Huckabone.
Now that'll bring up Cooper Huckabone, who is 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. And the first pitch. Look out high and tight, 1-0. Bryce Vincent would be next. Oh, we've seen so many good defensive plays. Still fairly early in the tournament, by the way. 1-0 to the right-handed hitting Huckabone. And the pitch. Coming through the shadows of the light standards, and that'll look like a little bit low. 2-0 the count here. Here's the delivery. Missing outside, 3 balls and no strikes. First 2 batters retired in short order by Betancourt. Top of 3, St. Ambrose a 2-1 lead. There's another curve in for a called strike. Right now, Betancourt is giving the batters a steady diet of off-speed stuff here. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss and another breaking ball. Huckabone swinging right through that one. So now the count full 3-2. Here's the payoff. And just missing off the outside edge, and so Huckabone draws a 2-out walk. That call could have clearly gone either way, and now that'll bring up Bryce Vincent, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI single this afternoon.
Shortstop, number 12, Bryce Vincent.
So here's Vincent now. A chance with a 2-out base runner aboard, taking a curve for a strike. So Vincent quickly behind at 0-1. Top half of 3. Betancourt out of the stretch. And the pitch, runner going. Strike was called on the pitch. Throw to second base. Tag applied, not in time. So a stolen base there for Huckabone. And the Bees have a runner in scoring position. The count, by the way, to Bryce Vincent is now 0-2. Now Betancourt. Thought he was going to work out of the windup there, but he'll be out of the stretch with a runner at second. Here's the pitch. And this will be lofted into left center field. That'll fall in for a base hit. Huckabone rounding third base. He will score as the Bees manufacture a run here, and they take a 3-1 lead on the RBI single by Bryce Vincent. Vincent just kind of serving that ball out there into left center field for the base hit. Knocking in a run. St. Ambrose now with single runs in each of the first 3 innings. That'll bring up Brendan Butler, and look out. He had to duck out of the way of that first pitch, and it's 1-0. Now meeting at the mound here for the Judson Eagles. Well, this mini rally coming after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired. Zatera grounded out 3 unassisted. Then it was Rigsby flying out to center field on a great play by Dane Frederick. And then we had the walk to Huckabone, who came around to score on the Bryce Vincent single. Meeting breaks up. Ready to resume. So Butler back into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon. Caught looking his first time up. Swinging a foul back. 1-1 now to Butler. New set of baseballs brought out to the home plate umpire. Betancourt now coming set of the pitch. And was up in the zone, a little bit of a hanger, but just missing it there and popping it up is Butler, and the ball caught at shortstop by McLennan to end the inning. But St. Ambrose adding another run. They've scored 1 in each of the first 3 innings. 1 run here on the 1 hit. No errors. And a runner left on base after 2.5. St. Ambrose 3, Judson 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning here in game number 3 of our quadruple header here. And it'll be Max Rumpf leading it off for Judson. The first pitch will be down and in. And the next pitch has Connor Wegman batting, by the way. As I am looking at the St. Ambrose side of my scorebook, we'll flip it over. Now I can tell you it is Wegman batting. Kind of helps to have the right team in the scorebook. There's a strike of the letters now to Wegman. So now it is a 2-1 count to the Judson third baseman. 3-1 ball game, bottom of 3. There's a strike called to Wegman now. Now he's in a 2-strike situation. So St. Ambrose, boy, talk about efficiency here by the Bees so far in this game. Wegman taking, down and away. Saint Ambrose just 2 hits, but they've been able to score 3 times in the game. No errors charged as of yet. Judson a run on a hit so far this afternoon. Here's the wind of the pitch. It was a 3-2 offering, down low and away, and so Wegman a leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Alec McLennan, the shortstop.
Shortstop, number 8, Alec McLennan.
So Alex McLennan now batting for the first time in the game, and he rips the first pitch foul. That was a rocket, but wide of third near the third base coach's box, and so McLennan, despite good contact, is behind at 0-1. Bottom of the third, and Judson trailing it by a score of 3-1 in the game. Winner moving on in the winner's half of the bracket here in this 8-team double elimination tourney. Here's the 0-1. Scoring to bunt, the bat pulled back. 1-1 the count. McLennan now back into the batter's box. Here's the set now by Dudek, and the pitch in for a called strike. So that makes it 1-2. Dudek leans in, gets the sign, deals to the plate, sliced into right field, and ranging to the left there and reaching up into the sunlight. The catch is made, and that will be out number 2 as McLennan flies to Zatera in right. Correction, that'll be out number 1 as it was a leadoff walk by Wegman. Back to the top of the order now, and here's Benjamin Nelson. Nelson began the game with a walk, later came around to score, throw to first base and the runner back in. Bottom of 3, 3-1 Saint Ambrose. Here's the pitch. It jammed him, and it's popped up left side foul territory, and that will be out of play about 5 rows into the seats. Well, you can't complain about the weather today. It's been a struggle over the first 2 days. Softball, the CCAC Softball Championship in Crown Point, has been delayed now pretty much 2 days. They have played partial. They have partially completed 1 game in that tournament. Next pitch, a little movement on it, what looked like a heater, and it's outside to make it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Cameron Pauly awaits on deck. Shadow's now heading out toward home plate, so soon it'll be a situation where the pitch going from sunlight to shadow. Not quite yet. There's a bouncer foul right side. Benjamin Nelson now in a 2-strike situation. Righty versus lefty here. Nelson awaits. And the pitch. In the dirt. Good stop there behind the plate. Nate Villagomez keeping it in front of him there. And the runner at first has to stay put. That's Connor Wegman. 2-2 now. And the pitch just above letter high for a ball to fill it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Early on, we had several deep counts in the game. That was game 2 between Roosevelt. Yes, here's the set now on the next pitch. This is ripped but foul up the first base line. Roosevelt and Indiana South Bend. Indiana South Bend advancing. Number 8 seed, 1-1 on the tournament, and they could very well be 2-0. And a close game in the opener of this tournament. All right, here's a throw to first base and the runner again back. The count is 3-2 to Benjamin Nelson. And here's the pitch. Fouled back. Good battle here going on now between Dudek and Nelson. Count able to stay full. Long first game kind of backing up the schedule here today. And it looks like we won't have to deal with at least precipitation if all goes well for the rest of the tournament. And there's ball 4 low on a 3-2 pitch. So Nelson drawing the walk. Wegman is second on the play, and that'll bring up Cameron Pauly.
Second baseman, number 6, Cameron Pauly.
Pauly, 0 for, actually, he does not have an official at bat. He sacrificed his first time up a sac fly that drove in a run. Runners at first and second, first pitch here. This is ripped but foul up the right field line. 0-1 to Pauly. Well, he got around on that one, turned on it, but not able to keep it fair. Had a couple of balls in the first game. Right-handed batters who were able to hit it deep, but not out. The set by Dudek now. And the one-strike pitch. High pop-up. And where's this ball going? Into center field. Catch made there by Alexander, and the throw back quickly to the infield. The runners have to stay put. That was well backed up as that throw was a little bit offline. So 2 away in the inning, and that'll bring up Alex Spang. Yeah, I lost that ball right after it came off the bat. Alexander was all over it. Now that'll bring up Spang. Flat out to Alexander in center his first time up. Dudek coming set. First pitch, and did it hit him? Yep, Spang took a fall there, kind of slipped as he was trying to get out of the way of the pitch, and he'll take first base on a hit by pitch. Wegman to third. Nelson now aboard at second. Pinch runner coming into the game for Judson now. So J.J. Brennan now will come in to run for Spang at first base. And the bases are loaded here, so the tying run's now in scoring position as Tommy Moran comes to the plate. So Dudek trying to get out of a jam here. The first pitch high for ball 1. Bases are loaded. 2 out in the inning. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Fouled back out of play. Lands to our right, and the count even at 1-1. 3-1 ball game, bottom 3, but Judson now with the tying runs in scoring position. Here's the set and the pitch. A little bit of a hanger, but Moran swung through it, and he's behind at 1-2. Dudek trying to strand the bases loaded here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the wind blows, here's the pitch. Swinging a foul tip, caught behind the plate by Villagomez, and that'll end the inning on a strikeout. So Judson threatens, but they do not score. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 left on base. And after 3 complete, it is Saint Ambrose 3, Judson 1. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. into the top half of inning number 4, and the first pitch is in for a called strike as a 3-1 ball game here in the top of the 4th inning. There's a curve in for a called strike now, as it is now 1-1 here to Max Rumpf batting for St. Ambrose. It'll be Rumpf, Alexander, and Snow due up. There's a swing and a line drive up the middle and into center field for a base hit. So a leadoff single here for the Bees. And now it will be Kyle Alexander to the plate. So Rumpf rips a single right up the middle, and Alexander now will step in. And he will lay the first pitch down on a bunt up the first base side, fielded about a third away up the line, and the throw to first not in time, and everybody's safe. So Rumpf to second, Alexander aboard at first base. And the Bees, who lead at 3-1 here, trying to expand their lead. So now it'll be Mike Snow coming to the plate. Snow grounding out his first time up, but he drove in a run in the process back in the 2nd inning. So runners now at first and second. As Betancourt facing early trouble here in the 4th inning. Next pitch, that'll be down low. 1 ball and no strikes here to Mike Snow. He'll be followed by Nate Villagomez, then back to the top of the order here for the Bees. 3-1 St. Ambrose. They have scored a single run in each of the first 3 innings of the game. Next pitch, and that will be low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Ellinger in close now at first base. The pitch. That'll be a bunt attempt that'll miss. And that'll be a foul ball. 2-1 now for Snow. St. Ambrose, 3 runs on 4 hits in the game. Judson, 1 run on 1 hit so far. Again, Ellinger moving in tight at first base. Really close now. There's a bunt up the third base line and it'll roll foul. That'll bring the count to 2-2 now. Snow back into the batter's box. As Betancourt looking in for the sign. And the 2-2. And that'll be up in the zone, lifted in the air to left field. Kind of a line drive caught there at left. Throw back behind the runner, and they will double off the man at second base for the double play. So Rumpf doubled off at second. As that was a liner to left field. And then the throw into second, doubling off the runner, and suddenly 2 down in the inning. And here's Nate Villagomez. Throw to first and the runner back in barely. Almost called that one too early. That was a 7-6 putout on the double play. Alexander remaining at first base, and he dives back in safely here. Villagomez 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. As the runner going, and the pitch dropped behind the plate, so no throw attempt here. And Alexander now into second base. So Betancourt getting the help from the double play, trying to get out of this inning without any damage. Now time will be called. Count right now, 1 ball and no strikes on the scoreboard. Here's the set. and the runner back, as there was no throw. And now a balk was called on Bencourt, and so that will allow now Alexander to take third base. So a balk, our second of the tournament. We had one on Thursday. And Alexander at third. So Saint Ambrose trying to bounce back after that double play. And now Alexander at third base. Villagomez standing in. And the pitch. A little bit upstairs. And now on the board, a 2-0 count. And there's a called strike. So 2-1 here to the number 9 hitter in the Saint Ambrose order. Two away, runner at third base. And the pitch. Strike called on the outside edge. So that'll even it up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adam Zatero would be next for St. Ambrose. Bencourt kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Lob to first base, and that'll end the inning. Well, the double play, certainly the pitcher's best friend there. Not a usual double play, but it has the same result, and then Villagomez striking out to end the frame in the inning. No runs for St. Ambrose. No runs. And they leave one. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 3-1 St. Ambrose. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we head now to the Judson half of the fourth inning. As the first pitch coming in, and that'll be a called strike. As Timothy Ellinger leading it off now for the Eagles. It'll be Ellinger, Zarotsky, and Frederick due up here for Judson. Next pitch swung on in a pop fly down the left field line. And that will be out of play. And the count goes down to no balls and 2 strikes. So some interesting defense here in this ball game. Righty versus lefty. Dudek into the line of the pitch. And that'll be a fastball high and away. 1-2 now to Ellinger. Ellinger lined to center field his first time up. Got robbed on a great play by Alexander. There's a swing and a grounder to the right side. Diving stop there on the edge of the outfield there. And the throw to first from second in time for the out. Another nice defensive play. This one turned by Mike Snow. And so a 4-3 put out. Boy, Ellinger has had 2 plays going against him on great defensive performances here during his 2 at-bats in the inning. Or in the ball game. His first at-bat here in the fourth, winding up a 4-3 put out. That'll bring up Adam Zarotsky now. And the first pitch coming in here, and it looked like it was a little bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a swing, and this ball drilled in the left field, long way into the gap, and reaching up. That'll be the over the head of Rigsby, one hopping the fence for extra bases here. And so Zaratsky pulling into second base. So a one-out double for Adam Zaratsky. He's now 1 for 2 in the game. As Judson trying to come back here, trailing 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth. So now here's Dane Frederick. Frederick flying out to center field his first time up. Here's the set now and the pitch. And that'll be in there for a called strike, and it is 0-1. Connor Wegman next, and then it'll be Alec McLennan, and then back to the top of the order for Judson. Bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the set now. And the pitch. And that'll be over but low. 1-1 now to Frederick. Dudek comes set. And the pitch. This is hit hard but foul down the left field line. And it goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Dudek looks in for the sign. And the pitch. Fastball down and in. So that'll make it now 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll check that on the scoreboard here. 2-2 is in fact on the board. Shadows heading out now toward the pitching mound. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there. And Frederick swinging through that for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Connor Wegman now, who walked his first time up.
Third baseman, number 18, Connor Wegman.
So Dudek trying to strand that one-out double at second base. First pitch here, a heater, and that'll be low for ball 1. Wegman walked back in the first inning. I should say back in the third inning as the next pitch. And that'll be a fastball missing outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Dudek working quickly, leans in. Gets the sign and now comes set. And the pitch. This is hit to the right side, knocked down there at first base by Huckabone, but he cannot retrieve it. It rolls up the right field line. Runner rounding third base. He will score. And so Zaratsky scoring here as Wegman able to cash the one-out double in on the base hit. Looked like a tough play there for Huckabone. And now that'll bring up Alec McLennan.
Shortstop,
McLennan 0 for 1. He flied to right field his first time up. All right, here's the set now and the pitch. That's a curve missing inside, and it's 1-0. Dudek looks over at first base. Now comes set. And the pitch. And that'll be a strike called to make it 1-1. Short lead taken at first base now by Wegman. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play. That makes it a ball and 2 strikes. McLennan, the number 9 hitter in the order, and so that'll bring us back to the top of the order if the inning continues, and Benjamin Nelson. Dudek comes set now, and the pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air to right field. Slicing toward the line, long run here and into foul territory, and a diving attempt there by Zatera. Great effort, but he was not able to make the grab as it caroms away to the sidewall near the bullpen. Zatera back on his feet. Well, that ball given a ride there. As McClendon now back to the batter's box. As it is a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the set now. And the delivery. Low and outside to even it up 2-2. Good ball game here in our third game of the day. 3-2 the score. St. Ambrose up as we play in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the set now. And the pitch. Fouled back. And it stays now a 2-2 situation here. McClendon back into the batter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the delivery. Fouled back, out of play. We'll try it again. Good portion of the crowd now. The shadows are encroaching, and a good portion of the crowd still in sunlight here on the first base side. McClendon back into the batter's box. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back, and we'll try it again. Benjamin Nelson awaits on deck for the Judson Eagles. Judson in their all-white jerseys with the gold numerals this afternoon. Dudek trying to get out of this inning without any further damage. Here's the set now and the delivery. Swinging a ground ball towards second base. Glove there. Backhand flip to second for the force play, and that'll end the inning. That ball hit directly towards Snow at second. Nice backhand flip to Vincent covering, and that'll end the frame. But in the inning, Judson picks up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a runner left on base. And after 4, good ball game here. Your score is St. Ambrose 3, Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Quick turnaround here as we go now to the top of the 5th inning. And for St. Ambrose, it'll be the top of the order coming up now for the Bees. As here we go to the top half of inning number 5. First pitch swung on and skied into the air down the left field line. Long time for gravity to pull that ball down as it winds up in foul territory for a long strike to Adam Zatera. We play here in the top half of inning number 5. Still to come, Olivet Nazarene against St. Francis. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. And that makes it 0-2. Zatera, Rigsby, and Huckabone due up here for St. Ambrose. Here's the pitch. That swung on and rolled up the first base line. Glove there at first base, and a dive into the bag at first, and Zatera able to beat the play, and he's aboard. And now Let's see if they're going to say he rounded first. They're going to say no, there was a tag applied, as Judson arguing that Zatara made a turn and step towards second, which would make him vulnerable to being tagged out. But they called him safe. So now that'll bring up Sean Rigsby.
Left fielder number 21.
Rigsby has walked and also flied to center field in the game. So a runner aboard at first, and nobody out here in the 5th inning. Here's the set now by Betancourt in the pitch. That'll be a fastball up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Rigsby back into his batting stance. Now throw to first and the runner back in safely. 3-2 ball game here in the top half of inning number 5, third game of the day. There's a ball that'll skip to the backstop, and pulling into second base, Adam Zatara. Saint Ambrose, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Judson, 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Now 2-0 the count to Rigsby as the Bees looking to extend their lead here in the middle frame of this game. Next pitch down and in. So now 3-0 here. And Betancourt running into trouble. Betancourt coming set, and the pitch. Fastball right down the pipe for a called strike. Rigsby taking all the way there. Saint Ambrose with a run in each of the first 3 innings of the game, accounting for all of their scoring so far today. There's a swing and a line drive down the right field line, and that'll be just fair, and it'll bounce into the corner. Rounding third and heading for home here. A run scores, and then pulling up at second base, having to dive back in now is Sean Rigsby as Zatara scores, and Saint Ambrose back on the board here in the 5th inning. So Rigsby, the RBI double. He's aboard for the 2nd time today.
First baseman number 33.
And that makes it a 4-2 ball game, and that'll bring up Cooper Huckabone. Huckabone, a strikeout and a walk. So here's the set now by Betancourt as the Shadows now almost to the mound. As the first pitch coming in here. And it was in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Huckabone has a strikeout and a walk, as we said. Also has stolen a base and scored in the game. Here's the set now by Betancourt in the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that makes it a 0-2 count. Huckabone out of the box, now back in. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Started to swing, and the pitch came in the zone anyway, and that's a called 3rd strike. So Huckabone out on strikes. And now that'll bring him to the plate Bryce Vincent. Vincent has 2 RBI singles in the game. And he can deliver again here. St. Ambrose the lead by a score of 4-2. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Betancourt looking in for the side. And the 0-1. Swung on and a bouncer foul toward the left side on deck circle and now beyond to the dugout. So Vincent now behind at 0-2. So another run on the board for Saint Ambrose. They've scored 1 in 4 the first 5 innings of the ball game. Swinging a ball looped out to left field that looks like it'll stay up in the air. Caught by Benjamin Nelson. And that will be out number 2 in the inning. 2 away, and that'll bring up Brendan Butler.
Third baseman, number 10, Brendan Butler.
Butler is 0 for 2, caught looking in the first inning, and then he popped out to the shortstop back in the third. Runner at second now, 2 away in the inning. Betancourt coming set of the pitch. That'll be down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Butler, right-handed batter, standing in. Here's the set and the pitch. And that'll be in for a called strike to make it 1-1. Max Rumpf would be next for St. Ambrose. Bees the lead now 4-2 on 4 runs on 6 hits for St. Ambrose. 2-3-0 for Judson in the game. No errors have been charged to either team here this afternoon. Breaking ball in for a called strike. So 1-2 now. Betancourt looking in for the sign. A lot of chatter from the fans here all of a sudden. Fans getting into this ball game. Swinging a line drive. Caught at third base on one knee. Wegman reaches up and snares it to make the play and end the inning.
In the inning for St. Ambrose.
So in the inning, more leather being thrown around there. St. Ambrose picking up a run in the frame. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. And they leave 1. Halfway home, we go bottom 5. 4-2 St. Ambrose. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
Leading off the Judson 5th inning. The left fielder, number 2, Benjamin Nelson.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Benjamin Nelson now to lead it off here for the Judson Eagles as they trail in the game 4-2. First pitch here swinging, and it's a bounding ball to the right side, foul. 0-1 now to Nelson. Nelson, Pauly, and Spang do up here for the Judson Eagles. Here's the wind and the next pitch. That'll be grounded foul. It hits the base and kind of pops up and lands in right field. It'll roll considerably down the line, but it'll be tracked down there. Snow able to run down the ball fairly deep into right field. And so Nelson aboard as he gets a little help from the first base bag. And that'll bring to the plate Cameron Pauly. Pauly is sacrificing a fly out to center field. Here's the throw to first and the runner back in. Here's the set in the next pitch. And that'll be in for a called strike. So 0-1 now to Pauly. Dudek coming set. And the delivery. That's bunted up the third base side. Dudek quickly off the mound, fields. Throws low to first base, dug out there, and a nice backhand play by Huckabone at first. As on the play, Nelson going to second. One away in the inning, and that'll bring up Alex Spang.
Catcher number 30,
Spang has flied out to center, and he's also been hit by a pitch in the game. First pitch here, that'll be a line foul right side, and it's 0-1. Tommy Moran next, and then Timothy Ellinger if we continue on that far. Judson now with a runner in scoring position, looking to draw a little bit closer here. And the pitch. A little bit of a golf swing there, popped up foul right side, that'll be out of play. And it's 0-2. Spang out of the box, now back in. No balls, 2 strikes. And the delivery. Low and outside to make it 1-2. Long look in by Dudek. As a nearby vehicle rumbles in the background. There's a ball low and outside, and the runner going from second. And Benjamin Nelson head first dive into third base. And now he's 90 feet away. And there's a swing and a high pop-up behind home plate. And going to the back wall there, but it lands right below us, about maybe 10 rows into the seats. Villa Gomez giving it a look there, but running out of room. And now 2-2 the count on the board to Alex Spang. Lights now coming on here at Dooley Health and Care Field. There's a swing and a line drive knocked down by the pitcher, who recovers on the left edge of the mound, throwing to first base for the out. Good play there by Dudek as he got drilled by that liner. And the training staff, I would think, will come out here and take a look at the pitcher to make sure that Dudek is okay. On the play, Nelson had to stay at third base, second out of the inning now. And that'll bring up Tommy Moran. But first, again, they'll have a look at the right-hander Dudek. Both pitchers pitching well here in this game. Dudek right now 4 2/3 innings. He has struck out 2 and walked 2. So he's okay. And now that'll bring up to the plate Tommy Moran. And the first pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch that looked like came in around eye level, and it's 0-1. Moran 0 for 2. He grounded out to the shortstop, but also struck out. And the pitch. And there's a ball that'll be up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Timothy Ellinger would be next. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. And that makes it 1-2. All right, here's the set now by Dudek and the pitch. A little bit of a jam shot. Pop foul left side. That'll be out of play. So it stays a 2-strike situation here. Moran back into the batter's box. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play, and it stays 1-2. Game 4 coming up later on tonight. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball missing outside to make it 2-2. Dudek seemingly having no ill effects after being hit by that comebacker. But he has had to really work hard in this inning, swinging a high fly ball. A lot of air under this one, straightaway left field, and underneath it Rigsby makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So Judson threatens, but they do not score. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 left on base. And after 5, it is Saint Ambrose 4, Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. right, we go now to the top half of inning number 6, and it'll be Max Rumpf leading it off now for Saint Ambrose. In a good ball game here. 4-2 the score in the middle innings, and the first pitch here to Rumpf in for a called strike on what looked like to be a curveball. 0-1 to Rumpf. Rumpf 1 for 2 in the game, bounces this one foul. So no balls and 2 strikes the count. Rumpf popped out his first time up, then was able to reach back in the 4th inning. Next pitch swung on, and it'll be hit in the air down the left field line, and that will land and bounce into the corner for extra bases here. Rumpf pulls into second with a stand-up double to start off the St. Ambrose 6th inning. So St. Ambrose right back at it, as in this game, they have scored single runs in every inning except the 4th.
Center fielder number 15, Kyle Alexander.
So now here's Kyle Alexander to the plate. Alexander, a walk and a single in the game today. And he'll bunt the ball here to the left side, picked up in front of the mound by the pitcher. Throw to first base in time. That'll be a 1-4 putout. As Bencourt throwing to Paulie covering there. As on the play, Max Rumpf able to take third base on the sacrifice. 1 away, and that'll bring him to the plate, Mike Snow.
Second baseman number 5, Mike Snow.
Snow is 0 for 2 in the game. Hit into a double play his last time up. Also was grounded out to the shortstop, although that ground out in the 2nd inning produced a run. 1 ball and no strikes here after Snow taking the first pitch. Runner at third. 1 away in the inning. Bees trying to get a run across here again in the top half of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Ball going from sunlight to shade as that ball came into the hitting zone. Swung on and missed. 1-1 now for Snow. Nate Villagomez next, and then it'll be Adam Zatera. And that'll recycle us back to the top of the order if we get to Zatera. Here's the set now by Bencourt in the pitch. Low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Bencourt out of the stretch again. Checks the runner at third base. And the pitch. Bunted to the right side. A little bit of a squeeze play here, and it'll score a run. And St. Ambrose able to add to their lead on a perfectly executed squeeze there by Mike Snow. Max Rumpf coming in to score, so the leadoff double paying off here for St. Ambrose. Great execution there by the Bees. And that makes it now a 5-2 lead, and that'll bring up to the plate Nate Villagomez.
Catcher number 18, Nate Villagomez.
That's the second really well-executed squeeze play we've seen in the tournament now. Here's the set now by Bencourt. And the first pitch, a heater in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Bencourt has grounded out and struck out in the ball game. Here's the set now. Throw to first and the runner back in. Short lead by Snow at first. And now the pitch. Runner going, and the pitch fouled back out of play. Winner of this game to move on in the winner's bracket, as the winner will move on to face either Olivet Nazarene or St. Francis. That'll be the 4th game of the day coming up, scheduled for 7 o'clock. Lately it'll be later than that. Here comes the set now. And the pitch. That'll be up high. Throw down to second base. Tag applied and Did they get him? I believe that was the case. Yep. Caught stealing there for Snow, and he is the second out of the inning. That pitch, I believe, ruled a ball, so that ran the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the delivery. That'll be fouled back out of play. And so it remains a 2-strike situation here for Nate Villagomez. So now 2 out suddenly, and the bases are empty here for Saint Ambrose. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on and a chopper right of the mound. And that'll be fielded at second base by Pauly, and then he throws errantly to first base. That'll be an error, and the inning will continue. So Nate Villagomez reaches and back to the top of the order, as we mentioned a while ago, and here's Adam Zatera. Zatera is 1 for 3 in the game.
Right fielder, number 2, Adrian Zatera.
Zatera singled and then later scored back in the 5th inning. Here's the set now, and the pitch. That's bunted out halfway to the mound, picked up there by Betancourt, fires to first base low, but the out recorded, and that'll end the inning. But St. Ambrose, yet again, putting up a single run in the frame. A very consistent offense here in this game for the Bees, as they pick up another run on 2 hits. There was an error. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-2 St. Ambrose. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we go now to the bottom of the 6th inning. And we have a 5-2 lead now for St. Ambrose. And standing to the plate now, it'll be Timothy Ellinger for Judson in the first pitch here. And that will be in for a called strike, 0-1 to Ellinger. Ellinger is lined out to center and also grounded out to second base. He's been robbed a couple of times. He could very well be 2 for 2. Next pitch missing outside, 1-1 now. Here's the wind and the next pitch. And that'll be pulled foul up the first base line to make it a ball on 2 strikes. It'll be Ellinger, Zaratsky, and Frederick due up here for Judson. Here's the wind and the next pitch. It'll be a fastball upstairs. Michael Dudek on the mound, going into his 6th inning of work here. He's allowed 2 runs. He struck out 2 and walked a pair. Working quickly, and he walks his 3rd batter of the game as Ellinger takes ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Ellinger. And now here's Adam Zaratsky. He is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored in the game. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch runner coming into the game. And that will be the case here for Judson. So Ellinger will come out likely temporarily. Taylor Abercrombie Freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri, coming into the game. All right, the first pitch here, and this is ripped, and a line drive at third, caught, throw across the diamond, and Abercrombie is doubled off for a double play. So Abercrombie's time at first base, very short-lived there. It was one pitch. And a 5-3 double play on a line out. And that clears the bases, and that'll bring to the plate Dane Frederick. And the first pitch high and tight, and it's 1-0. Frederick 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout in the game. Here's the wind now and the delivery. And that'll be low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Connor Wegman would be next. Bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2, Saint Ambrose the lead. Here's the wind and the delivery. Fastball up high, 3-0. Here's Dudek into the wind and the 3-0 delivery. And that'll be in for a called strike. 3-1 now to Dane Frederick. And the pitch. Fastball upstairs, ball 4. So a 2-out base runner aboard now after the double play. And here's Wegman, who has a walk and a strikeout and an RBI in the game. And now meeting at the mound here. There is action in the St. Ambrose bullpen right now. As we play here in the bottom of the 6th inning, shadows encroaching now over much of the infield on really what's been a fantastic day weather-wise, at least in comparison to what we've had. So the meeting on the mound breaks up. And Wegman now will stand in. Runner aboard at first, 2 away in the inning. Dudek out of the stretch. Here's the first pitch, swung on, and that'll be pulled foul up the first base line. So 0-1 here. And approaching the 7 o'clock hour here on this Saturday. Game began right around 5:15 or so. So we're about an hour and a half, a little past an hour and a half into the game. There's a swing and a pop-up foul left side out of play. 0-2 the count. Righty versus lefty here. Now the stretch and the pitch. Fastball missing outside, making it a ball and 2 strikes. Look in for the side. Look back at second where there's nobody on base. There's a swing and a line drive up the middle and into center field for a base hit. I thought Dudek was going to be able to make the catch there. The ball flying right by his glove into center field. Frederick on his way to second stops there. Wegman aboard at first base. And Judson trying to bounce back here after that line-out double play earlier in the inning, and that'll bring up now Alec McLennan. McLennan is fly to right and also hit into a fielder's choice. It's a situation here in this game. St. Ambrose taking the early lead, and Judson has been trying to play catch-up the entire ball game. There's a pitch that is a fastball down low, 1-0. Judson did tie the game in the first, but that tie was short-lived. St. Ambrose with a run each then in the first, second, and third. After 3, they led 3-1. Judson came back, scored a run in the 4th, but then 2 more runs, 1 each in the 5th and 6th for St. Ambrose. The 1-0 looked like it missed down low and maybe a little bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes the count. Here comes the set now by Dudek, and he'll step off the rubber. Benjamin Nelson awaits on deck now, meeting at the mound here for Saint Ambrose. Winner of this game will move on, and now we'll have a new pitcher coming into the game. So a break in the action here as Dudek, a fine outing, comes to an end for him. And we'll pause and take a timeout, tell you about the new man on the mound after a break. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, welcome back here as it is on the mound now. James Cormier, the senior from Crystal Lake, Illinois, a left-hander, coming in now for St. Ambrose. And the first pitch here, missing outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Correction, that was a mid-count pitching change. And so on the board now, 3 balls and no strikes. So Cormier coming on here, inheriting a 2-0 count. He missed on the first pitch. Now he comes set. The left-hander kicks and deals. And there's a fastball missing outside. That'll be ball 4. So Cormier comes on and not able to save that at bat. And now back to the top of the order, and that'll bring up Benjamin Nelson now for Judson.
Left fielder number 2, Benjamin Nelson.
Nelson is 2 for 2. Has a triple, a single, and also he's walked. Goes after the first pitch here. Grounds it to the right side. Fielded behind the bag at first by Huckabone. Steps on the base, and that'll end the inning. So Judson threatens, but they cannot score. As in the inning,
For Judson, no runs, 1 hit, no errors.
no runs, a hit, no errors. And we head to the top of the 7th inning, and it stays St. Ambrose 5, Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. On we move now to the top of the 7th inning as Sean Rigsby will lead it off here now for the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees. As it'll be the heart of the order coming up for the Bees. And the first pitch of this 7th inning, and that'll be off the outside edge. 1 ball and no strikes here to Rigsby. And I believe a new pitcher coming into the game now. Jake Berger is in pitching for Judson. As there's a strike call to the knees. So 1-1 now to Sean Rigsby, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI in the ball game. 5-2 ball game. St. Ambrose leading here, heading to the late frames of this winner's bracket matchup. There's a ball off the outside edge. 2-1 the count. It'll be Rigsby, Huckabone, and Vincent due up. Swinging a well-hit ball, a 2-hopper out to second base. Cameron Pauly up with it, throws to first for the out. 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring up Cooper Huckabone. Huckabone is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, also has a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored today. Well, Judson, if they cannot come back, they will play Indiana South Bend tomorrow morning at 10 in an elimination game. Here's the set of the pitch. There's a breaking ball in for a called strike, and it is 0-1. Huckabone was caught looking his last time up back in the 5th inning. Here's the 0-1, and that'll be kind of golfed. And a line drive down the left field line, rocketing into the bullpen. So 0-2 to the St. Ambrose first baseman. Here comes the set. And the pitch. And that'll be off the outside edge to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Huckabone striking out in the 1st inning. Again, then walking and scoring in the 3rd before striking out again in inning number 5. Taking here on a ball that dives down in the zone. And that'll make it a 2-2 count. Huckabone back into the batter's box. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on. That'll be popped up right side. That'll be out of play. And it stays 2-2. One out, bases empty, top of 7. 5-2, St. Ambrose the lead. St. Ambrose, the number 2 seed. Coming into the tournament, swinging a high fly ball. More like a pop-up, although the wind is taking it out deeper into left field, but backing up the shortstop, McLennan able to make the catch for the out. 2 away in the inning, and now that'll bring up Bryce Vincent. Vincent 2 for 2 in his first 2 at-bats, and with a pair of RBI singles. Since then, he's flied out to left field, so he's 2 for 3 in the game. And here's the set now and the delivery. And that's a golf swing pop-up behind the bag at first. Wind taking it into foul territory. And over to make the play is Ellinger to end the inning on the warning track, and a foul out to the right side. So a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Stretch time here in Joliet. We go bottom 7. And the score remains St. Ambrose 5, Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we head now to the bottom half of inning number 7. Cameron Pauly to lead it off here now for the Judson Eagles as his team trails 5-2 in the first pitch. And that'll come in, look like a little bit low and away there. And so 1-0 to Pauly. Left-handed batter awaits, lefty versus lefty, and that next pitch nearly hitting him. It'll be Pauly, Spang, and Moran due up here for Judson. Pauly goes after this next pitch, and he rips it foul up the first base side. As James Cormier now working his first full inning of work. Although he pitched a good part of that 6th inning, as officially he's being credited with a third of an inning here in this game. Actually, he only pitched to 2 batters in that 6th inning, as there's a strike call. And it's now 2-1. He walked McLennan after he inherited a 2-0 count, and then he got the third out to end the inning from Benjamin Nelson on a 3 unassisted putout. There's a swing and a fly ball into left center field. Long run here for both left and center fielders. And there to make the catch will be the left fielder Rigsby, as Alexander dove for that ball. But Rigsby had it all the way, and he made the catch.
Catcher number 30, Alex Spang.
So now that'll bring to the plate Alex Spang. Spang has flied out to center. He's been hit by a pitch, and he grounded back to the pitcher. So 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. And that'll be in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Cormier working quickly, and that next pitch will miss outside to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. All of the pitchers in this game have worked fairly quickly. As we are playing in the bottom of the 7th inning, almost the entire infield now in shadow. There's a swing and a ground ball, and that'll be a seeing eye 2-hopper into left field for a base hit for Spang. So a single here, and that'll bring to the plate Tommy Moran. Moran 0 for 3 in the game today. New runner coming on now at first base for Judson. As Moran, right-handed batter, into the batter's box. And the first pitch, and he rips it to the third base side, knocked down there at third. Ball caroms to the infield turf, if you will, and everybody will be safe. So now runners at first and second. Good attempt there at third base, as moving to his left there was Wegman. And rather, that was Butler moving to his left. And made contact, but not able to come up with it, and runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Timothy Ellinger now. Ellinger 0 for 2 in the game. As Cormier comes set now, and the pitch swung on, and that'll be sliced down the left field line, and that'll be a foul ball landing in the bullpen, and it's 0-1 to Ellinger. Ellinger walked his last time up, also was lined out and grounded out. The victim of 2 really, really good defensive plays on those first 2 at-bats. Here's the set now and the delivery. Low and away, good block behind the plate there by Villagomez. And 1-1 the count for Timothy Ellinger. Ellinger, a junior, 6 foot 2 inches from Roscoe, Illinois. Left-handed batter standing in, and the delivery. And that'll be a strike called on the outside edge to make it 1-2. Cormier comes set, toes the left edge of the rubber, kicks and deals. Curveball and a called third strike. A marvelous pitch there by Cormier, and Ellinger is out on strikes. That'll be out number 2 in the inning, and that'll bring up Adam Zaratsky. Zaratsky hit into a double play his last time up. Also has grounded out and doubled and scored. So for the most part, Judson really struggling to get things going here in this game, as there's a pitch that came in low, and then an appeal to the infield umpire. I believe that was ruled no swing, so 1-0 here to Zaratsky. Here comes the set now, and the pitch. Swing and a foul back, and that evens it up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dane Frederick would be next. As 2 aboard here for the Eagles. And this next pitch coming in down low and inside. Well, I said earlier on they've had trouble at times trying to put something together here, but they're trying here with 2 aboard in the inning. 2 on, 2 out. Cormier looks back at second base, kicks and deals. And then a miss outside. 3 balls and a strike. So Cormier in danger here of loading the bases, which would put the tying run on base. And there's ball 4 outside. Zaratsky draws a walk, and everybody else moves up 1, and the bases are loaded now with Judson Eagles for Dane Frederick.
Center fielder number 1, Dane Frederick.
Frederick is 0 for 2 with a walk in the game. And the first pitch down and in, and it's 1-0. A base hit here could potentially make it a 1-run game. An extra base hit could tie the ball game. As Frederick taking a breaking ball in for a called strike, and that evens the count 1-1. We said it before in this tournament. We'll say it again right now. 3 runs, still a close game. 1 swing here would give Judson the lead. Time called now, and a meeting at the mound here for Saint Ambrose. We play in the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-2 Fighting Bees. Bees have scored single runs in 5 of the 7 innings in this game. In the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th. Quickly, the meeting breaks up now for the Bees. And now we're ready to resume. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at every base taking their leads. Cormier, long look in for the side. And the pitch. And that is over but low. So now 2 balls and a strike. Cormier looks in for the sign. And now the delivery. Missing off the outside edge. 3-1 here. No place to put the batter. Well, you walk in a run here, you make it a 2-run game, and you put the tying runs both in scoring position now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back, and that'll fill it up. Oh, Frederick. Looked like he got the pitch he wanted there, just couldn't make full contact with it. Three balls, 1 strike now. Cormier, the stretch in the pitch, and there's a little bit of a mini chopper foul wide of third, and we'll try it again at 3-2. A little bit of drama here in the 7th inning. Just past 7 o'clock, so if you're expecting the Olivet Nazarene game against St. Francis, the final game of the day, the game previous still in progress here. Here's another 3-2 pitch, swung on and a line drive, soft liner, and that will sneak into left field. Or will it? Lost the ball to the shadows there, and the catch was made, as a matter of fact, to end the inning. A dive there at shortstop by Vincent, and I wasn't sure right away that he caught it. I thought it might have scooted into center field, judging by the reaction of the left fielder, but the out was recorded, and that'll end the inning. So Judson threatens, but they do not score. As in the inning, no runs for the Eagles on 2 hits. No errors, and the bases left loaded after 7. It is Judson still trailing by 3 at Saint Ambrose 5, Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So here we go now to the top of the 8th inning. Another fine defensive play. We've seen so many of those this early stages of this tournament, as it'll be Connor Wegman leading it off now. Correction, we'll flip over to the Saint Ambrose side of the scorer's book, and it will be Brendan Butler leading it off for Saint Ambrose, taking the first pitch for ball 1. The next pitch, that'll be a heater up high. So 2 balls and no strikes. Butler, Rumpf, and Alexander drew up here for the Bees. Next pitch, a heater in for a called strike to make it 2-1. Jake Berger on the mound for Judson. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be fouled right side. Mentioning Berger in the game, as the starter Michael Bencourt going 6 innings in this game. Berger now coming set in the pitch. Curve up high. Bencourt again, 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 runs, all were earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Berger coming set now, and the delivery. And that's a bouncer to the right of the mound, directly to second base. Cameron Pauly up with it, throws to first for the out. 4-3 put out to open the inning, and that'll bring up Max Rumpf. I got to tell you, calling that last out in the last half inning, I thought for sure that it kind of got by. In the glare here, in the late afternoon glare from the light overhead, a little bit hard there on that soft liner to tell whether the ball was trapped, caught, or into left field. And there's a called strike, and I was judging by the reaction of the left fielder, who looked like coming in and was charging the ball. But it was caught for the out. 0-1 now to Max Rumpf, and the pitch. Breaking ball in for a called strike to make it 0-2. Rumpf doubled his last time up, later came around to score. He is 2 for 3 in the game, now time called. All right, here's the set now by Berger in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch that dove down in the zone, and Rumpf swinging through it, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down in the Saint Ambrose 8th inning, and that'll bring to the plate now Kyle Alexander.
Center fielder number 15, Kyle Alexander.
Alexander has a walk, a run scored, a single, and a sacrifice. First pitch from Berger, and this is ripped into left field for a base hit. No doubt about that one, as that ball rolling into left field, and so Alexander aboard with a 2-out base hit here, and that'll bring up Mike Snow.
Second baseman number 5, Mike Snow.
Snow, an RBI single his last time up. Also was hit into a double play and grounded out. That drove in a run, that ground out, back in the second inning. He has had an interesting day at the plate, has Mike Snow. Throw to first and the runner back in. We play here in the top half of inning number 8. 5-2, Saint Ambrose the lead. Next pitch, curve in for a called strike. Now throw to first and again the runner back in. Game number 4 coming up. Looking forward to the match, Olivet Nazarene and St. Francis. That'll be a matchup of the number 1 and 4 seeds. As now the runner going from first and Alexander into second base. And it almost seems that when Alexander gets on base, it's almost a guaranteed stolen base. Or at least an advancement to second. There have been a couple of occasions where he did not get credit for a steal. Quick meeting at the mound now. As on the board, a ball and a strike here. 2 away in the inning. Here's the set now by Berger. Snow awaits, the right-handed batter taking here. Alexander going for third, throw down to third, the tag not applied in time, and Alexander, like clockwork, another stolen base, and he's on third. Well, with Alexander, when he gets on base, it's almost like it's going to be at least a double and maybe a triple. Same effect. All right, Snow awaits the next pitch. Breaking ball, comebacker, snared there on the front edge of the mound and then sprinting almost the entire way to first base is Berger. Then he underhands to first to end the inning. So Alexander stranded at third. No runs in the inning on a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is St. Ambrose 5, Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
Leading off the Judson 8th inning, the third baseman, number 8.
Connor Wegman now to lead it off here for the Judson Eagles as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning in a 5-2 ball game. Getting late here for Judson. And here's the wind of the first pitch of the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Wegman, who has singled twice and walked and drove in a run here in this game. Next pitch, a little bit of a hanger, and it's grounded to the right side of the infield. Glove there, almost to the edge of the what would be the outfield grass there by Snow, and he throws to first for out number 1. 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter in the order, Alec McLennan.
Shortstop, number 8, Alex McLennan.
McLennan walked his last time up, also was fly to right and hit into a fielder's choice. And the first pitch, it's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the order here for Judson in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the next pitch. That's a fastball down and in. A ball and a strike. James Cormier continuing in the relief on the mound for the Bees. And he misses on that curveball. McLennan flied to right in the third inning, hit into a fielder's choice in the fourth, and then walked his last time at the plate back in inning number 6. Taking a heater here and a letter high called strike. That makes it 2-2. McLennan back into the batter's box. Back foot just inside the back line. 2-2 offering. Curveball just barely missed. Really nicely executed pitch there by Cormier, and he just missed it off the outside edge. 3-2 now. Cormier comes set. Curveball, and that'll be a line drive, and that'll be caught at first base. A diving play there by Huckabone, diving to his right. He caught it, landed, and then did a barrel roll on the ground as there's 2 out in the inning. Now back to the top of the order, and Benjamin Nelson. That's a tough break if you're a hitter there. You hit it right on the nose, but it winds out to be a hard out. And the first pitch here to Nelson, missing outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Nelson in the game, 2 for 3. There's a strike called. 1-1 now. Cormier, left-hander, gets the sign from Villagomez, and the 1-1. Look out, up high and tight. Nelson able to duck out of the way of that pitch as he bats with 2 out, nobody on base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Saint Ambrose the lead by a score of 5-2. Nelson back into the batter's box, and the pitch. Curveball popped up left side, out of play. Taking a look at the crowd here, got to be getting a little bit chilly now that the entire ballpark, except for a little bit of sliver of light going from left field out to center field, that's still in sunlight. Here's a weak roller by the mound out to second base. Snow charges, gloves, throws. It'll be a low throw, but not in time. Tough play there for Snow. Got to believe that'll be scored an infield single for Nelson, and a 2-out base runner now for Judson. And that'll bring up Cameron Pauly.
Second baseman, number 6, Cameron Pauly.
Pauly flied to left field his last time up. Here's the set by Cormier and the pitch. Good off-speed pitch there, and Pauly was way out in front of it. And a swing and a miss, and he's behind it 0-1. Cormier working quickly here. Fastball in the dirt outside to make it 1-1. Coming up next, Olivet Nazarene and the host team for this tournament again this year, the University of St. Francis Fighting Saints. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Curveball low and away, 2-1. Alex Spang would be next if the inning continues. First 2 batters in the inning were retired. And Nelson had the infield hit. There's a heater in knee high for the called strike. 2-2 now. Well, let's see, they're going to call that at bat on Nelson. For Nelson, an error. There's a bouncer to the right side, glove there at first base, and Huckabone runs to the bag, unassisted to end the inning. So Nelson not getting credit for a hit, as in the inning, no runs for Judson. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left on base. We go to inning number 9. It is St. Ambrose 5, Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball.
Saint Ambrose, ninth inning. The catcher, number 18, Nate Villagomez.
Nate Villagomez to lead it off as we return to Joliet, Illinois, heading to the top of the ninth inning. 5-2 ball game. Saint Ambrose out front. And the first pitch here to the number 9 hitter in the Fighting B order is in there for a called strike, and it is 0-1. It'll be Villagomez, Zatera, and Rigsby due up for the Bees. There's the 0-1, a little bit of a hanger, but it's fouled off to the right out of play, and that makes it 0-2. Jake Berger continuing on the mound. He's thrown 2 innings thus far. Not yet allowed a run. He's struck out 1. And the pitch. Fastball, and that'll be fouled off again. So it's still 0-2 to Villagomez, who reached on an error his last time up. He is officially 0 for 3 in the game. Here's another 0-2. And that'll miss just a little bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Villagomez back into the batter's box. And the delivery. Swing and a miss. Got fooled on the pitch, dropped third strike, throw to first base. And a 2-3 put out there, and that's the first out of the inning. So Berger with his second strikeout since coming on in relief. Back to the top of the order, and Adam Zatera.
Right fielder, number 2, Adrian Zatera.
Zatera grounded back to the pitcher his last time up. Has a single and 4 trips in the game. There's a swing and a ground ball to the right side. Ranging over to his left, Cameron Pauly. Fields and throws to first, and that's a quick second out in the inning for Saint Ambrose. Looking ahead to the Judson 9th inning.
Left fielder,
Heart of the order coming up. Spang, Moran, and Ellinger. 3, 4, and 5 on the way in the order for Judson. So now here's Sean Rigsby, who grounded out to second his last time up. Top of 9, 2 away, nobody on base. 5-2, St. Ambrose the lead. Here's the pitch, swung on, and a ground ball again to Pauly. And he has it, throws to first, and that will end the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 frame there. Good inning on the mound for Jake Berger. As in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Last licks coming up here for Judson. And this winner's bracket game, we go bottom 9. It is St. Ambrose 5 and Judson 2. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and Judson needing at least 3 to keep the game alive here. As again, it'll be Alex Spang to lead it off now for the Judson University Eagles. 5-2 ball game, bottom of 9. As here's Cormier trying to finish off this game on the mound for St. Ambrose. Delivers a curveball in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Spang singled his last time up. There's a fastball missing outside. 1-1 now. Spang also with a ground out to the pitcher. He's been hit by a pitch and also flied out to center field. There's a breaking ball, and that'll be fouled off to the right. 1-2 now. Spang back into the batter's box. And the pitch from Cormier. Curveball missing outside. All of the pitchers in this game, whether starters or relievers, working really quickly here as there's a pitch behind the hitter. Did not hit him. But Cormier in danger here of issuing the dreaded leadoff walk to begin the bottom of the ninth inning. On the board, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be ball 4, and a good start here for Judson in the bottom of the ninth. So Cormier issues the walk. Pinch runner coming into the game now for Judson. And it'll be J.J. Brennan. So Brennan now at first base. Judson needing one more base runner to bring the tying run to the plate, and that'll bring to the plate now Tommy Moran. First pitch here, curve, and then a miss outside, and it's 1-0. Moran singled his last time up. He's 1 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the pitch from Cormier. That jammed him, and it's popped up high into the air behind third base. Long way down for that pop-up, and it'll be caught in foul territory by Butler at third for the out. 1 away, and that'll bring up Timothy Ellinger. Ellinger caught looking his last time up. Taking the first pitch here, low and outside, 1-0. James Cormier trying to close it out. It's gone 2 1/3 in the game. There's a ball high and tight. 2 balls and no strikes here. Ellinger, left-handed batter, awaits. And the pitch. Curve. In for a called strike. That makes it 2-1. Again, Cormier working quickly here. Deals a curve, low and away. That'll run it now to 3-1. Cormier wasting no time. Deals here, fouled back out of play, and that runs it to 3-2. I'm surprised the hitters don't step out of the box maybe once or twice, just trying to slow the pace down a little bit. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the pitch. Just off the outside corner for ball 4. Brennan to second. Ellinger aboard at first on the 1-out walk. 2 walks issued in the inning now by James Cormier, and that'll bring up Adam Zaratsky. Now meeting in at the mound here, and we'll have the infielders coming in, and let's see if a new pitcher coming into the game for Saint Ambrose. Yes, we will. So a new pitcher coming in, as Cormier will be lifted here with 1 out on the 9th inning. We'll pause, take a timeout, come back, tell you about the new man on the mound after a break. Bottom 9, Saint Ambrose leading at 5-2, but Judson threatening. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, on the pitch now for St. Ambrose will be Parker Ruth, right-hander coming in. And he'll try now to end this ball game as we play here in the bottom of the ninth inning. St. Ambrose leading at 5-2. Ruth trying to preserve that lead. As it'll be Adam Zaratsky now to be the first batter to face Parker Ruth here. Right-hander looking in. Now he'll come set, and the pitch. That'll be a heater high and tight. 1 ball and no strikes to Zaratsky. Ruth looks in for the sign. Wind starting to kick up here a little bit again. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Ruth. Tailed toward the outer half of the plate. And Zaratsky not able to make contact, and that makes it a 1-1 count. Runners at first and second, 1 away in the inning. St. Ambrose trying to advance here in the winner's bracket, trying to put the game away. Ruth kicks and deals. Swing and a foul back. And makes it 1-2 to Zaratsky. Dane Frederick would be next if the inning continues. It could end here on a double play, though. Ruth comes in. Save situation for the righty. And the pitch. Swung on and a high pop-up. And this ball going right side, short right field, backing up the play made by Snow at second base for the out. 2 away in the inning, and that'll leave it up to Dane Frederick.
Center fielder number 1, Dane Frederick.
So Dane Frederick now, the last hope here for the Judson Eagles in the bottom of the ninth inning. Here's the set of the first pitch. And that'll be a fastball strike at the knees, and it is 0-1. Frederick lined out to the shortstop his last time up. Cormier in his outing, going 2 1/3, allowed 2 hits, did not allow a run, and struck out 1 and walked 4. Here's the pitch coming in from Ruth. Low and away to make it 1-1. Game number 4 on the way next. One ball, one strike. Here's the set and the pitch. Fastball missing inside, and it's 2-1. Frederick back into the batter's box. Represents the tying run, but Judson cannot afford another out. There's a pitch that came in. Wow, I thought it would be on the inner half. As it is now, the count going to 3-1. Connor Wegman would be next. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swinging a one-hopper back to Ruth. Runs halfway to the base. Underhands it to first, and that'll end the ball game. And St. Ambrose fends off a would-be rally by Judson in the 9th inning, and this game is over. Final totals in the ball game for the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Judson, 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. In a game that took right around, let's see here, right around 2 hours and about 26 minutes as this game comes to an end. And so St. Ambrose able to advance to what in effect is kind of the winner's bracket final in this tournament. They will face the winner of the next game. That'll be Olivet Nazarene and St. Francis. Meanwhile, Judson, they will play now Indiana South Bend tomorrow morning at 10 in an elimination game. Our thanks to Dave Laquetta on stats. Our thanks as well to the St. Francis technical crew. Final again game in game 3 of the day. St. Ambrose 5, Judson 2. We'll have game 4 coming up shortly. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you for tuning in. And for now, from Joliet, we wish you all a very pleasant good evening.